straight. I think the link's too big. Anyway, guys, got my little inhaler there. Sick in it. Look how small it is. It's like a nano inhaler. When I took the inhaler then, I heard a wheeze when I breathe in. And normally, I just have a wheeze when I breathe out. So these are the things that you need to look at if you think you might be coming down with, an infection or something doesn't seem right. Listen to your body. I had my port spike yesterday. So what it does when you have your port spike and you get a flush, it brings it more prominent out. But that'll go down a little bit within a day or two. So I don't really use the inhalers much because when I'm nebulizing, I don't need to because I'm using both my nebulizers, my Ventolin and my saline. So yeah, I'll just see if anyone comes along. I've just lost my lid back in a minute. It don't matter, it's gone under the bloody wardrobe. I'm not getting that. So yeah, see if anyone comes along because we have had a few watchers and I'm still trying to look at or respond to questions or people just commenting. If you do ask the same question, guys, I will not answer it on 10 different threads. If you've asked me the same questions multiple times and I've given you my time and energy to, go through it with you, please ask a new question. It gets a bit boring for me and I'm not going to entertain it if it's the same question. But yeah, I'm close to getting a referral to start my IVs off, as I've noticed the last few days I've just been sweating more. I know it's been warm, but I've been sweating a hell of a lot. So these are all signs look out for. If you're sweating at the night time, if you feel like your t-shirt at the neck's wet, these could be all signs that you're starting with something. A lot of people say look out for sputum changes, and that's very true, but also look out for subtle little changes as well, like sweating, feeling breathless, and go from there. So let's see if anyone comes along, because this is the first live I've done out of the 3 that I've done that's not got no current watchers. But yeah, let's see how we're doing. My brother started smoking a vape, and I've noticed since he's smoking the vape, I'm feeling a bit bad with my chest. So I don't know if that's got something to do with it as well, because these people, whether it's someone out in a restaurant or someone in the, I don't know, in the pub, they think there should be a law, in my opinion, that says no vaping, because we don't even know if them vape chemicals are worse than natural cigarette smoke or tobacco smoke. And they're walking around and they're smoking it in confined places such as a taxi. There could be a taxi driver smoking a vape, and you don't know what's in it. And there is some research out there that says these vapes are going to be more deadly than tobacco, and you can see it with that popcorn lung. All right, mate, whoever that is, hi, Mr. Hill. Yeah, I'm only on for a short one. I'm looking at seeing if we're getting any numbers. Yeah, shout you L, the man from the L. You're right, brother. So yeah, I had 1 watcher, now I've got 9. I don't know how this works. Hello, Hakam. Yeah, everybody, listen, if you're struggling with your lungs, you're not alone. Let me tell you that. Take every day as it comes. Some days you'll feel better, some days you'll feel worse. There'll be weeks where you feel terrible. But what you got to understand is you'll always come back. And if you don't have that comeback mentality, you might as well wave the white flag, because this is unfortunately the cards that we've been dealt. So we have to just carry on. Hello there, Hunter Jan. Nice to see these people coming in. It used to be my old followers. No, I'm not Scottish. I can speak Scottish, but I'm not Scottish, mate. That was a bit terrible. No, I'm from Manchester United, not Manchester City. So yeah, I took a telephone conversation today with a psychologist, and she noticed that I was coughing a bit. So just look out for changes in coughing. And 17 watchers. Wow, thanks guys. Please subscribe if you're new. Yeah, so I get a telephone call tomorrow of Wivenshaw Hospital, where I see if I get my Tobramycin back. Say a prayer for me. We need that Tobramycin back. If nobody knows what Tobramycin is, it's an antibiotic inhaled. It's a very strong one and it's a very expensive one. So in the UK, it's about £2,500 a month to prescribe it, and because we have a free NHS over here, it's not a medicine they just give out. It's a medicine for cystic fibrosis, but because I grow, multiple pathogens, so to speak, then I'm one of them who's fortunate to get it prescribed. Trump or Biden, it's all about Trump, mate. It's all about Trump. But I don't get political, because when you get political, you start losing followers. So I'm non-political, but I would go for Trump, and I would go for Labour over the Tories in the UK. And it's quite warm. It's quite warm in Manchester today. It was an absolutely beautiful day yesterday. Make sure you get out in that weather as well if you suffer with your lungs. Yeah, people start being mad asses. Oh, it's too hot. Forget about too hot. Soak in that vitamin D, because you ain't gonna get it from food. And since we've got all this, let's call it chemtrails, whatever you want to call it, blocking the sun, we are not getting the vitamin D we need. So if it's a good day, there's no excuse why you can't sit in the back garden, or go to the local park, or just spend half an hour in the sun. Make time for the sunshine. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on a phone call tomorrow. I'm waiting on my IVs. And once I get on my IVs, I'll be flying for a bit, hopefully, because you don't know what's around the corner. You know what I mean? You could pick a bug up anywhere else, but it's supposed to, the treatment plan I'm on is supposed to try and keep me as well as it can till my next cycle of antibiotic IVs. And I still need rescue packs of doxycycline, things like that. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful in the sun with doxycycline. That's the only thing. And probably loads of medications out there. You got to watch what you're doing, because they say stay out the sun, but they don't tell us the reasons why to stay out the sun. I don't just think it's sunburn. I think it's the possibility of skin cancers and things like that. But yeah, so I get my steroids, I get me doxycycline when I need it. But it's reduced a lot of it. But I won't say a lot of infections. It's a reduced this treatment plan I'm on. It's reduced 4 infections a year. I used to get between 12 and 14 infections a year before I got taken seriously, and now I get about 8, which isn't great. It's not great, you know what I mean, but it's a little bit more manageable. And on that note, guys, for the 19, 17 people that come in, thanks. For anybody who wants to subscribe, please do. I've gone from 17 to 1 watching, which I find that hard to believe. But I'm going to go, keep it short and sweet, and take care, guys. Sweating me nose off.